Hello, happy Monday. Okay, we're doing abs today. Tatum is coming to help again. Okay, so we're going down, the exercises we're doing today, again, are 45 seconds of exercise with 15 seconds of rest. And we're gonna go start down in plank. So here, you can be on your knees or your elbows, and we're gonna alternate bringing the knee to the elbow. So you can be on your knees, as I said, or you can be up on your toes. Important here that you're always pulling up on the kneecaps, engaging that pelvic floor to engage the abdominals, and you alternate pulling the knee to the elbow. Okay? We follow that one with a T crunch. T crunch is exactly how it sounds. You're on your back, forming a T, and you're going to crunch up using your abdominals. It's not a large movement. You want to vision here, pulling your ribs right down to your hips, and you should be able to feel this right down to the pubic bone if you're using your abdominals. Okay, after that, we're going to a hip lift with a knee opener. So feet are hip width apart. You're going to squeeze your glutes to lift up, open the knees, and then back down. Up, open, and back. Up, open, using your glutes on that one to lift. We're following that one up with reverse obliques with the crunch. So hands behind your head. You're going to pull the knees over to one side and crunch up. Somebody else show me the better way to show this exercise. Is my back to you. So you're pulling over to one side as you crunch to the opposite side. After you've done one side, you're going to do the other side. And then you're going to do a wide leg hip lift, and you're going to pulse 2 at the top. So the legs are wide. You squeeze up, 1, 2, and then lower back down. 1, 2, and lower down. So that's back at glutes again. Now we're back to the abs. Using the lower abdominals, hands are by your side across the chest or behind your head. You bring your legs up and you use your lower abdominals to bring your pelvic floor or pelvic bone, pubic bone, right up toward the belly button. So you're just barely lifting those hips here. If you want to challenge yourself even more, you can push the legs out. Just try to not use the momentum from the legs. Make sure you're engaging the lower abdominals for that one. And then we're putting it all together, and you crunch up to the top, and then you go to the side, and then you're going to the center again, and then the other side. So we're getting everywhere when we do this one. And so, okay, and after that one, we're doing the grasshopper. So you're face down again. Rest your face, your hands out in front of you. Rest your forehead down on your hands. Your legs are up, and you're trying to push your feet up toward the ceiling by using your glutes. Really squeezing those glutes to bring those heels up. Alrighty, we're gonna get started. So on plank, on your elbows and your knees, whichever works best for you. Get ready, drawing in on that pelvic floor, and go. So bringing that knee to the elbow. If you're not ready to lift a foot yet, then you stay in your plank position. Otherwise, you draw in on that pelvic floor. Use your obliques to pull your legs side to side. You're looking at the mat right up by your hands. Your elbows are directly under the shoulders. Draw up on the kneecaps. Engage that pelvic floor. Even using your glutes. Trying to watch the time. While you're doing this isn't easy. 3, 2, and good. Okay, coming back onto the floor. With your back on your back, you're making a T. You get that T crunch. Legs are out straight, hands are by your side. Engage the pelvic floor, engage those abs and crunch up. Go. Squeezing up and lower. It's a small movement. What's important here is that you're ensuring you're engaging those abdominal muscles. So press that belly button toward the floor. Squeeze those abs like you're trying to pull everything together here. Drawing in on that pelvic floor. You should even have a small pelvic tilt here. Engage your glutes. 10 seconds left. Full abdominal contraction, right from the ribs right down to the pubic bone to help pull you up. 3, 2, and good. Excellent. After the T crunch, we've got the hip lift with the knee opener. So feet are hip width apart. Hands can be by your side, behind, across the chest or behind your head. 3, 2, 1. Squeeze up, open, and then bring them back down. Squeeze up, open, and back down. If you have a loop band, you can place that band around your legs just above the knees, and that'll allow you to challenge yourself even more when you're doing this exercise. You want to feel it in your glutes, right from the center, right out to the sides as you push those legs out. You're squeezing. It's not just about getting up and pushing the legs out. You want to use the muscles of the glutes to open the hip, to open those knees up. 5, 4, 3, 2, excellent. So we have the ab curl with reverse oblique curl here. So you're crunching up, going to the side and back down. We've got 5, 4, 3, 2, excellent. Go, squeezing. Using the lower abdominals to help pull those legs in. And the obliques to crunch over to the side. We're going all the way over to one side only. And after that, we'll be heading to the other side. So engage the pelvic floor. Engage the obliques to help pull your ribs over toward the hip. 20 seconds left. Contracting those abdominals. Never letting that go. Drawing in on that pelvic floor. Even engaging your glutes to help you engage that pelvic floor, which helps you engage the abdominals. 4, 3, 2, excellent. Okay, now we're getting ready for that other side. If you need to here, you can stretch your legs out. Otherwise, you keep them up. We're going to start in 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and go. Crunching to the side and back. Once again, drawing in on that pelvic floor. Use the obliques to help you go side to side. You're going nice and slow so that you ensure that you're getting maximal contraction of the muscles. You've got full control through the abdominals and the obliques, rather than just going through the motions and using momentum. Control through the muscles of the midsection. Drawing in on that pelvic floor. Engaging your glutes to help engage that pelvic floor. Three, 2, excellent. Now we're doing that wide leg hip lift with the pulse 2. This is where our abs get a little bit of a break, maybe even a little stretch in the hip flexor. 5, 4, 3, but we're really challenging those glutes here. So go, squeeze up, 2, and lower back down. Squeeze up, pulse 2, and lower back down. Using the glutes the whole time. Still drawing into that pelvic floor because we're always supporting the spine, always supporting the core muscles. And down. Squeeze those glutes up. You're going to feel this on the outside of the glute now. Up, up, and lower. Drawing in on that pelvic floor always. Looking straight up the ceiling, never side to side. Your hands can be by your side, palms up, across the chest, or behind your head. Excellent. Done that exercise. Ready for reverse abs. Again, palms by your side, palms up, across the chest, or behind the head. We're going to redo the reverse abs in 3, 2, 1, and good. Using the lower abdominals to bring the pelvis up toward the hips. Engage those lower abdominals. So each time those legs go back down, you're using the abdominals to push that lower back toward the floor. We don't want any space here, just that natural curve. 20 seconds left. Squeeze those abs. Make sure you're putting the focus on pulling the pelvis up toward the rib. Even engaging your glutes and your pelvic floor. 3, 2, and good. These all feel like they're going very quickly today. All right, now we've got the ab curl with the oblique, and then we get regular curl, and then we have oblique on the other side in 3, 2, and go. So we're putting it all together to the center, to the side, to the center, to the other side. Full engagement of the abs. That whole entire midsection is working now. And side, and center, and side, and center. Other side. Drawing the pelvis toward the ribs, and the ribs toward the pelvis. Woo! Engaging all of the core muscles, pulling in on that pelvic floor. Even the glutes are engaged. And perfect. There we go. That's done. Time to flip over onto the belly and do grasshopper. Face down. Hands are folded in front of you. Place your forehead on your hands. Your legs come up and go. Push those heels toward the ceiling, using your glutes to do it. You may not lift your knees. You may just be contracting the glutes. That's what we want. All primary focus is in the glutes right now. Make sure your forehead is resting on your hands. You're going to keep a neutral spine through the exercise. I keep looking up because I'm not sure if you can hear me, and I also need to be sure I'm watching the time. You may actually want to look at the camera from time to time. I just noticed myself, I wasn't pushing my heels straight up to the ceiling. I was pushing them down. 4, 3, 2, beautiful. Time to get back up for that plank. We're already face down. Isn't that convenient? On your hands and on your elbows and your knees or your toes in 4, 3, 2, and go. Drawing that elbow up to the knee, and then the other side. We're going nice and slow, maintaining the contraction of the core all the way through. Drawing up on the pelvic floor, engaging your glutes. Always trying to not use the washroom. Use your obliques to help bring that leg out to the side. 20 seconds left. Never letting go of that core. It's almost like you're trying to squeeze your core the same way you would squeeze a fist. Really full engagement. 3, 2, and good. Excellent. On your back, your arms out. You're doing a T crunch. Straight out, hands are by your side. Engage your glutes, draw into the pelvic floor, and go. If you're having troubles here, keeping your low back on the floor, you can bring one or both of your feet up to help you with that. Just make sure that you're keeping your hands out to the side. And the purpose here is to engage the abdominals to pull the ribs toward your hips. It's a small movement. Full contraction all the way from the ribs right down to the pubic bone. If you're feeling it in your neck, you're coming up too high. 10 seconds left. So just don't come up as high. Maybe you're here and you're just contracting. That's perfectly well, as long as you're putting the focus on that midsection. Perfect. That one's done. We're on to the glutes now. Feet hip width apart. We've got the hip lift with the knee opener. In 5, 4, 3, 2, and go. Squeeze up, open, and back down. Up, open, and down. If you happen to be using the loop bands for this exercise, I think for most of these, you can just keep that loop band around your legs if you want to challenge yourself a little bit more. Squeeze those glutes, pull in on that pelvic floor. Hands are by your side, palms up, across the chest, or behind the head. 10 seconds are left. 4, 3, 2. Excellent. All right, ab curl with reverse oblique curl. Remember on this one, your knees are going to the side. You're crunching to the opposite side. Drawing in on that pelvic floor using the lower abdominals and the obliques. And go. Cross over. And back. The knees go one way, shoulders go the other. But our focus is on the pelvis and the ribs coming together. They're crossing the body to do so. So you're twisting, using your obliques, drawing in on that pelvic floor, never letting that go. Engaging your glutes to help maintain that contraction. Ribs to the hips, hips to the ribs. 10 seconds left. 3, 2, excellent. Now if you need to kick your legs out to give yourself a little stretch, you do so. Reach your hands over the head. We're going to start again in 7 seconds. 4, 3, we're going to go on the other side this time and go. Crunching over and back. Always drawing in on that pelvic floor, trying to not use the washroom. Engaging the core. Engaging your glutes to help you do so. Visualize those ribs and the hips coming together on the opposite side of the body. So you're getting that purposeful engagement through the waist. 20 seconds are left. Hands are behind your head, supporting you. You're drawing in on that pelvic floor and the glutes to make sure that you're keeping that contraction in the abdominals. This is not a fast exercise. We have full engagement. There you go. Getting ready for that wide leg hip width with pulse 2. Legs are wide, core engaged. Drawing on those glutes and the pelvic floor. Hands by your side, palms up if you need it. Cross the chest or behind your head. Squeeze up, pulse 2, and down. Squeeze up, pulse 2, and down. Full engagement of those glutes to help bring you up. Hands are across the chest or behind your head, pulling in on that pelvic floor, always supporting the spine. 20 seconds are left. 1, 2, 15 seconds left. Making sure you're getting full all of the glutes here. Never letting that go. All the way up, even on the way down. On the way down, we tend to want to let go. You keep that contraction. Excellent. There we go for that one. We're on to reverse abs. So we're going to bring those legs up, drawing in on the pelvic floor to help engage the lower abdominals. You get 6 seconds. Where your legs go here, you might be here, or you may go straight out. It's time to go. Reverse abs, go. Drawing in on the pelvic floor, bringing the pelvis up toward the ribs. Keeping that belly button pushed toward the floor. You can see my movement right now is fairly small. You want to make this more challenging, you push your legs out. As those legs go out, making sure that you're using the abdominals to keep the low back pushed toward the floor at all times. We never let that go. We don't want any arch in the back here. Just that neutral spine. 4, 3, 2. Excellent. Okay, now we're putting it all together with the ab curl, then the oblique, then the straight up ab curl, and then the other side. Those ab curls include reverse. Ready? Pull it together and go. Squeeze up. So full contraction through the whole entire midsection here. As you crunch up to the center, and then to the side, and then to the center, and to the side again. Never letting that go, keeping that low back pressed toward the floor at all times. We're getting it all. Time to burn it out on this one. 20 seconds are left. You want a little bit more, you can push those legs out. 10 seconds left. 4, 3, 2, and good. Excellent. Time to grasshopper. Down to your face down, on your belly. Hands out in front of you. Hands are folded, forehead rests on the hands, heels to the ceiling, and go. Use the glutes to lift up. Making sure those feet are going straight to the ceiling. The heels are going to the ceiling. You want to engage your glutes for this movement. So it's a purposeful, not letting that go all the way up and all the way down. It's a very small movement, just maintaining the contraction. 20 seconds left. Squeeze up, even drawing in on that pelvic floor. Also, never letting that go. 10 seconds left. 2, and good. Getting ready for that plank once again. Your last time on that plank. Drawing on that pelvic floor, pull up on the kneecaps, engage the obliques to bring the knee to the elbow. Ready, 2, and go. Out and back, out and back. Drawing in on that pelvic floor. If your abs are getting tired now and you're feeling it in your back, you're welcome to bring it down to your knees. The important thing here is that you're engaging the core. This is for your abs. This is for the whole entire midsection. Keep those hips down. Engage your glutes. Purposeful engagement of all of the abdominal muscles. 4, 3, 2, and good. Awesome. Down onto your back, making that T. Knees can be bent or straight out here. The purpose here is to engage the abdominals, bring the ribs to the hips, and go. Crunch and back, crunch and back, crunch. Only go as far as your strong abs will allow you to go. Full engagement of the abdominals from the ribs to the pubic bone to help lift that upper body up. Those abdominal muscles are shortening each time we crunch. You breathe out as you lift and in as you come back. 10 seconds left. Draw that in. Pull up on the pelvic floor. Engage your glutes. And good. Finish that one. We're back now to the glutes. We're going to have the feet hip width apart. It's the hip lift with the knee opener. We've got 5, 4, 3, 2, and go. Squeeze up, open, and back. Using your glutes the entire time. We never let them go, even on the way down when we think we want to let go. Maintain that whole entire movement with the glutes. Keeping that contracted. Even drawing in on the pelvic floor. Maybe your hands are by your side. You keep them palms up. I say palms up so you're not pressing into your hands to help lift. You want to keep that contraction in your glutes. If your hands are not by your side, you advance by pulling the arms up across the chest. And when you're ready, you bring them behind the head. And good. Excellent. Ab curl with a reverse oblique curl. Again, using the lower abdominals and obliques. Go side to side. Well, actually, we're just going to one side first. 2, and go. Ab curl with a reverse oblique. So drawing in on that pelvic floor. Use the glutes to help you do so. Use the lower abdominals to help bring those knees in and the obliques to help pull you over to one side. We're all on one side here. Never letting go of that contraction. Always maintain the contraction. Even as we bring the legs back down, as we bring our shoulder back, that contraction is maintained in the core. It's all control right through here, right through that midsection. 4, 3, 2, and good. Okay, we've got our rest, and then we get to do the other side. You can stretch out if you need to here, hands above the head, or you can bring them back. Restart now in 4, 3, 2, and go. Crunching to the side and back. Knees go one way, shoulders go the other. Using that pelvic floor. It's a twist over. Always engaging the abdominal muscles, never letting those go through the whole exercise. Drawing in on the pelvic floor, using your glutes to help maintain that contraction. Purposeful engagement of the abdominals, so almost like you're making a fist with your hand. Feel yourself squeeze your abs that way. Hold it tight all the way up and all the way down. Just don't let that go the whole time. 4, 3, 2, excellent. Wide leg hip lift, pulse 2. You're getting there. We've got 10 seconds. Hands are by your side, palms up again. Palms up so you don't press your hand. You're not tempted to press your hand into the floor. Palms down, you do. Ready? Squeeze up, go. 1, 2, and back down. 1, 2, and back down. Use your glutes to lift up and down. You're going to feel this a little bit more on the outer part of the glute. And down. I'm going to make sure that we're targeting all areas. And keep those glutes strong from our walking, any movement that we do. Help prevent knee, hip, and back pain. Ten seconds are left. Drawing in on that pelvic floor. Full contraction always, never letting that go. And good. Excellent job, you guys. We're almost there. 3 exercises left. So we've got reverse abs. So hands can be by your side, across the chest, behind your head. 2, and go. Drawing in on that pelvic floor. Use the lower abdominals to pull the hips toward the ribs. You can extend your legs or not. The purpose here is making sure you're using those lower abdominals to pull the hips up toward the belly button or toward the ribs. Keeping that low back pressed into the floor at all times. 15 seconds left. Keeping that full core contraction. 4, 3, 2, excellent. All right. Legs are down. Now we bring it all together. Ab curl with reverse curl, then to the oblique, then to the center, and then to the other side. Are you ready? 3, 2, I love this finisher. Go. To the center, to the side, to the center, to the side, to the center, to the side, to the center, to the side. Now on this one, again, your leg position just depends on where you are right now. You can extend the legs out or you can keep them close. The further your legs go out, the more challenging it is. The more your abdominals need to work to keep that low back pressed toward the floor at all times. Woo. 4, 3, 2, and good. All right, flipping onto your belly. The last exercise, doing the grasshopper. We're face down. Hands are folded in front of you. Rest your forehead on those hands. Heels push to the ceiling. Engage the abdominals. Engage your glutes to lift and lower. Pressing those heels up to the ceiling. Engaging the pelvic floor to always help support the spine. Making sure those glutes are contracted at all times. Pressing that pubic bone toward the floor as you squeeze those glutes. Perhaps your knees lift, maybe they don't. Let's see what happens. Resting the forehead on your hands. 3, 2, and good. There you go, guys. I thank you very much. You have a lot of fun, and I'll see you this week.